We're back once again looking at your YouTube videos. Yes, you specifically have been submitting on our randomly generated form, and we'll be picking videos to look at from your YouTube channels. The goal is to help you get more views on your next video upload. Now, that's whether or not your video specifically comes up on the screen today. We're hoping to see a wide variety of videos that will help literally any channel get more views the next time they upload. So get your notepad, get your pen, and learn from some of the advice that we're going to be giving all sorts of different types of channels from all sides of YouTube. And I did say we because I am not alone. Today we're joined by Viper. How's it going?
Woo, what's up, Dan? I think they're afraid of Viper because I always get the comment that I'm too harsh sometimes. But as I told you all before, I'm not here to be harsh intentionally. I'm here just to help you understand how to grow, whether that be your videos, your channels, all that. So thanks for having me, Dan. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody is here and they are in the arena. Normally, you would go to an arena and you'd be in the audience, but when you're here, there is no audience. The whole thing's just an arena. So you've come in here, and this analogy's gotten away from me already. You have submitted your videos, and we want to help you grow on YouTube. So yes, you will hear some criticism. We like to consider that constructive criticism. Maybe we get a little passionate sometimes, but it's never hard feelings. We want to literally help everybody here. And that's what we're going to do today. So we're saying we a lot. We're talking about this form. The only thing I didn't mention is that if you're watching this and you're like, this video is like 2 hours long, it's because it was a live stream. You did miss the live portion, but that is totally okay because everyone in chat is going to wave hi to you right now and welcome you in. Chat, that's your cue. And then everybody who is watching this after the fact, let us know in the comments what type of channel you have, and hopefully you get some very valuable advice for that channel today. So the way this works is in the description below. If you are watching us live, or if you managed to submit before the stream went live today, we have two forms. We have a non-gaming form, and we have a gaming form. Because we have so many gaming channels in the community, we separated these two forms out. And so we're going to be going back and forth between these two forms and choosing gaming channels and non-gaming channels to showcase all the different types of edits there are out there. And we're going to be doing that for the next 2 hours. But we can't just go picking channels alone. That would be very irresponsible of us. So we do call in some additional help. That's right. It is the Claw. The Claw will be picking your channels very randomly from these forms. So now is your chance to submit for the Claw to pick your channels out. It looks like a very similar number of people have submitted on both forms so far. And just while you get your submissions in, we're actually going to take the channels that managed to submit first on these forms, starting with the Royalty Family. That comes in here in a second. The Royalty Family 2. Now, you may recognize this channel if you were in yesterday's live stream. We actually audited this channel, and they got lucky enough to post on the form first. And we talked about it a little bit. We did decide, because this is a little bit different, we are going to look at one of their videos now. So yesterday we gave them advice on their thumbnails, on their titles, the topics of their videos. And now we're going to actually go into the content and see what kinds of advice we can offer for the production. So they're going to get a very well-rounded bit of advice this week. And so if you want to see what we said yesterday, I recommend going back into the stream and kind of scrubbing through the timeline. You'll find the channel banner here, Royalty Family 2. So what do you think, Viper? Should we look at, maybe we talked about this one yesterday, the myth busting as many myths as possible. Maybe we should look at this one.
Sure.
All right, we're going to look at like the first 30 seconds, and we're going to give our thoughts on like maybe the intro, and we'll go from there.
Let's do it.
We only have 1 hour to bust as many myths as we can. Let's get started. Myth 1. If you pull someone's finger, they will fart. I will do it to my brother first. So now let's get started. So let's see.
Now it's my brother's turn.
So I'll keep you in suspense there. We are 34 seconds into the video. What did you think?
I thought that was an excellent introduction. They got right into the video. They told us what the whole premise of the video was, and then immediately after they discussed the premise, they got right into the content. So, and they actually had they emphasized their point by putting that big giant text on the screen as they were explaining things. So I like this intro. I think it's well done.
I tend to agree. I think they had a really solid intro with like you said, they have the text on the screen. They wasted no time saying "Welcome back to we're the royal family vlogs" or anything like that. You know, they already know the title and the thumbnail kind of explained what's going on, and now with their intro, they're very quickly just verifying, yes, you did click on the right video. We are going to be busting as many myths as possible. We have an hour to do it. I think the only improvement I could see here well, there's a few like production-y improvements, right? And this is something that I think as creators, especially the young creators that you will kind of learn over time. But you will want to get better at lighting. You'll want to get better at audio, all those things. I think we all saw that that has a little room for improvement there, but I wouldn't worry about that. I wouldn't sweat it. What you can do besides that, though, is in your editing, maybe some music underneath, especially the beginning. Like you're kind of going, I feel like, for this Mr. Beast vibe, right? Like you get in there and like, we have 1 hour to bust as many myths as possible. And the one thing he always does really well is uses some dramatic music in the beginning, you know, just to really get the hype to like that next level. And that could be something you think about adding to like the intro of your video. Why don't we take a look at the outro? So we kind of get the point, like they're going to go through all these myths in this 16-minute video. Let's see how they end their videos.
You are running. I hope that you have liked this video and enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. One last thing that I would like to say, stay royalty. We out. Peace.
The problem with that outro is that they use phrase and verbiage that indicate to the viewer that the video is ending, and they still had another probably 15 30 seconds left before the video actually ended. So when he said if you like the video, thumbs up, people are gone. They're leaving because they know the video's over with at that point. So I think I even said this on Twitter yesterday. You want to avoid telling the viewer that you're about to end the video. You just want to end the video, bam, just end it just like that. You don't want to warn them, because if you warn them, they're gone. They're leaving. So
yeah.
I
would say that upon recording your very last myth that you're busting, you in your head, you know, during that moment, this is going to be the last one. So I'm going to make sure to end the video here. And so what you do is, let's say the pull my finger one. Let's say that was the last one. So, you know, someone pulls the finger, a fart happens or nothing happens. And then you're like, oh my gosh, another myth busted. Well, don't forget to hit like, black screen, done, video over, like Viper said. That is like a great way to end the video, because people, you know, we were just in the middle of busting a myth and now the video's over. Like they didn't even have a chance to think. And that really helps with the end of your video retention. The other thing you could be doing is, if you're not going to do that, you should be using these end screens to kind of push people to the next video. So the perfect video to push them to is this one right here, busting 24 myths in 24 hours. So instead of ending the video by saying leave a like and stay royalty, I would have said, so we managed to get through X many myths today. And recently we actually busted 24 myths in 24 hours. If you want to see that video, it's on the screen now. Again, end the video there. So you're giving people who just watched this video a similar video to watch, right? They just watched you bust myths. They enjoyed themselves because they got to the end. And now you're saying you can watch us do this even more because we've another myth busting video for you. So that's the kind of, you have the right video up here, but I think a more direct call to action, get rid of the subscribe bubble, get rid of this video here, and literally just have the one call to action. Don't give people a choice. Literally one thing to click on, and it's going to be very similar to what they just enjoyed.
It's always best to keep it simple for the viewer.
So thank you for submitting. Take everything we said yesterday, take what we've given you today, and go make some awesome videos. Best of luck to you. And now we're going to take a look at the first gaming channel who managed to submit, and they actually just linked straight to a video. The channel is called reeon. They have 36,000 subscribers, and just by the freeze frame of the first 0 second mark, we already have edits happening. So my hopes for this video very high right now. Let's take a look.
This is a Minecraft pickaxe, and even though it's one of the most common tools in Minecraft, I don't have one because I'm stuck in spectator mode, because on this SMP, if you die, you jump a player toe and carry spawn until it gets placed down again. And that's exactly what happened in my last video, so if I want to respawn, I'm gonna have to make a deal with the person who killed me. So I called them on Discord, and here's what happened. Yo, Deg?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, so you know how you kill— Can I get revived, please? Please. I want to get revived.
You're not getting revived. I'm not reviving you.
Please, bro. Please. I just want to get revived.
You killed me. You killed me as well.
So we're 30 seconds in. What are your initial thoughts?
Okay. So you're doing good, and I feel like you're going for that Mr. Beast vibe. The problem is you were talking way too fast in that intro. I could barely make out what you were saying.
It was right in here. So like I heard everything up to this point, and then it was really hard to keep up with you. Let me just double check. Playback speed is normal. Okay, sorry. That's exactly what I was going to say. Let's watch that part again.
If you die, you jump a player toe and carry spawn until it gets placed down again. And that's exactly what happened in my—
You drop a you drop a player token and something respawn again. Like you're explaining the premise of the video beautifully, but sorry, continue.
No, that's really the crux of my critique. Talking way too fast. You got to slow down. Because you want the viewer to understand what they're going to get in the video. And if you're just speed talking, then you're messing that up. But other than that, I thought the edits were well done. I thought the call to the guy on Discord was a pretty neat trick to put in there. But slow down when you're talking into the microphone. Make sure the viewer is understanding what you're saying.
I need to do something real quick.
Mode, because on this SMP, if you die, you jump a player toe and carry spawn until it gets placed down again. And that's
even slowing it down, I can't make out some of the words.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I appreciate how fast you're getting through this, and I appreciate that the video has a ton of views. I appreciate that people, even if you play Minecraft, you probably understand the premise. We're nitpicking at best, but that's what I like about doing these, is because the whole point of this is to help you get you have 200,000 views here as of May 7th. And I want to see your next upload reach this number again, but even faster. So I think that would help. If anybody left at this point because they were a bit put off by like, well, what was that? I don't even know the premise of the video, and I feel like I just missed something. Then they're going to leave. Now, you followed up with this Discord bit that perfectly explains it, and I'm not saying it was redundant. I think it was nice. It kind of layered it for me. I don't know if you felt the same way, Viper, but I feel like this was a good addition.
Yeah, the Discord call was like a perfect little tie-in, so I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome, and it has the banter between you and your friend. You didn't introduce me to this person either. You didn't say, this is D3G, by the way, and they have their own YouTube channel, and you should totally go check it out. Like, you just kind of like, it's kind of like if you were to watch, I know we're going to use Mr. Beast a lot, but we keep finding channels that we can just kind of tell are trying to match that vibe. If you do go back and watch his videos, though, there's a bunch of people who are in his gaming videos. And if you've never seen a Mr. Beast video before, you don't know who they are. And you just watch and you get through the context, because like Carl will be there and it'll just have his name pop up on the screen. And that's enough. That's enough for a new viewer. So I've seen people do these collabs where they first feel like everybody has to be standing around in a circle in Minecraft, and you have to introduce people one by one. And it just kills your intros. And you didn't do that here. So this is a very experienced YouTuber. They've been refining their strategy for a while. You can just kind of tell. So let's kind of, there's a spike in the middle, and this is being marked as the most replayed bit. So let's watch this middle bit real quick.
It's empty. It's right here. Wait, please. Okay, give me that. Let's go. I got that is every inch in the game. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Wait. Yo, BK.
Reeon, what are you doing in my base?
Nothing.
Wait.
No,
I just saw you holding.
No, you didn't.
Wait,
why did you didn't see me holding it?
I would say moment of suspense. That's probably why people are replaying this part. And I also think that the sound design was really good. Did you notice that the music stopped the second the person like walked through the door and our hero was caught in the act, right? Like little details like this. This is what, like, now I'm just using this channel as an example for gaming channels everywhere. This is the kind of stuff, like halfway through a video, 4 minutes in, right? This is the kind of stuff that you need to be doing to help keep people from leaving your videos, constantly notice the energy was lower than on the intro, but that's okay because we're sneaking through a base now. Like a story is being told. This person is going through this journey. They're trying to get an item. They're trying to acquire something. And now they were just caught, you know, and the vibe is different from the intro, but it still works because no detail is spared. You know, the audio, the cinematic mode on the camera for a second. Did you see like this shot here?
Nothing.
And
Nothing.
wait.
No,
I just
It was right before this. Sorry. It was right in here.
Yo, BK.
So you switched. I don't even know how you did this. You switched to like the cinematic camera, and you're really making it feel like a role play, like a proper show now. It's not just you playing Minecraft. Like there's a lot of attention to detail in these edits. I want to take a quick look at the outro.
Whoa, what? What is that?
Did you totem pop?
Yes.
Cinematic camera still.
Yes.
Bro, what?
Oh my gosh,
You
yes.
scammed me.
If you enjoyed this video, you'll enjoy this one even more because I survived 24 hours without building.
Perfect. I didn't really know what was going on at the end, but also we didn't watch the whole video.
Right.
But that's exactly what we were telling the last channel. Like, tell people to go watch another video that is similar to the one they just watched. I survived 24 hours without building. I don't know.
Well done, man.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of extra advice I think we can give. I think the intro was the thing that kind of got us the most, you know? And great channel. Great job. Just curious. How have things been lately? Oh, that was 2 months ago. It looks like you might be on a break. Interesting. Well, in that case, I do hope this was helpful to you. And I hope we get to see you back on YouTube very soon. Because, yeah, I think this is the number you can reach. But this, unfortunately, would have slowed you down quite a bit. We can see that no videos have been published. That tracks. Views are way down right now. And subscribers are also down compared to previous months. So your 100K goal is only achievable if you continue to publish. So best of luck.
Yeah.
All right.
Come next.
Well, we want to get back to the claw. It is waiting. It is oiled up and ready to go. But there is one thing we just want to talk about really quick, and that is our summer sale. Real quick. We have a summer sale going on. If you are a new customer and you've been looking for that moment when all of our tools go on sale, we are offering 35% off for 6 months of VidIQ Boost. So again, if you're a new customer and you're getting a 6-month package, 35% off. That includes our entire suite of tools, things like daily ideas, where you'll get 50 video ideas every single day tailored to your channel. This is going to scan your channel and give you 50 new video ideas every single day. You have the competitors tool, the keyword inspector, everything fully unlocked. And you also have my favorite tool, which I'm not going to pull up over there because it'll take me forever. My favorite new tool that we have here at VidIQ, which I just thought of this and I did not prepare it ahead of time. Sorry, is the title generator. So without changing my video, the way this works is if you have like the start of a title and you're like, how do I make this more catchy or more interesting? Or if you have the start of an idea and you're looking for some more inspiration, I'm going to type in Minecraft, or how about this? Modded Minecraft Survival. Pretty basic, not a very great title. Get AI title recommendations, and you're going to get a bunch of different suggestions. How to build a modded survival Minecraft server. Okay, interesting. So people looking for some server advice might find that video helpful. These top 10 Minecraft survival mods will take your game to another level. I'd say that's a bit long, but you could probably workshop that a little bit. Top 10 Minecraft survival mods. The best modded Minecraft servers, and you can refresh it if you would like to get some more suggestions. So again, you can use this as much as you want as a vidIQ Boost user, and the ticker down there has your promo code 2022 Summer Boost will get you that deal for new customers. So check it out. That's our summer sale. Now we've kept the claw waiting long enough. Let's find a non-gaming. Wow! Every time, I swear to God. Let me just go ahead and mute that tab. And mute that tab. Okay, perfect. Number 5. Wow. That scared me. Yeah. Number 5 on our non-gaming form. Somebody who almost managed to submit in the number 1 spot. Let's check it out. Huh? Wait a minute.
No,
No, it's not. Let me try again.
that would be funny though. That would be hilarious.
Okay. There we go. Dempsey J Illustrations approaching 2,000 subscribers.
Mhm.
And because it says illustrations, I'm going to assume you are an art channel of sorts. So let's take a look at your latest video.
It's been a while since I've done anything dragon related on the channel. So let's turn some more stuff into dragons. Let's bring these illustrations to life. So you want to hear about the beasties encountered by old Aaronford Bainsworth? Well, pull up a seat and open your ears. I'll tell you about one of the bizarre and strangest creatures I encountered in my time slaying beasts. It was one of the hardest beasts old Aaronford had to deal with and contain. Not to mention extremely devious and evil. You see, this beastie passed through solid objects, like a ghost. Seriously.
All right. So about 30 seconds in. What are your thoughts?
It's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. I don't think I've ever seen somebody do illustrations and then narrate after illustrate before. I mean, I know I don't really get into the content too often, but this is a different approach to me. The only thing that I would say is that most people that are want to watch this video aren't subscribed to your channel. So the fact that you haven't done anything in a while, they don't know and they don't care. So you don't need that bit at the beginning.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done dragons on the channel. This is our first time here, so we didn't know that. So yeah, I think it was a nice short intro though. Kind of introduces you as the host. Production wise, I could not help but notice that your camera looks to be uneven, or maybe you're dealing with some landslide issues with your home, in which case I am sorry for that. But everything is crooked. So just something that was like kind of glaring for me, and I think would be a simple fix. So I would definitely work on that. Also, with that, you're not really centered in the frame either, so there's just some kind of awkwardness there. Lighting wise, it's pretty good. We can see you pretty clearly. We can see all the artwork behind you, which looks awesome. All of that's good. I just think that was distracting for me, me personally. The commentating you're doing, I wonder how long that goes. So let's see. We're about 1:38 in.
There are 5 long tentacles coming out from under the...
So like you have this like well-written dialogue where you're kind of like doing this voice the entire time as the drawing is getting more and more detailed. So let's see.
Endure into the belly of the beast.
Giving a lot of like context for this creature that you're drawing. Oh, there's like multiple. I see. Okay. So how about another one? Let me just... Oh, okay. So this one's a little different. This one's like hand-drawn.
One of the more hot-headed members of Class 1A, Bakugo, able to create explosive blasts using his quirk, his short-tempered, arrogant personality has often led him to bite off more than he can chew. On one such occasion, he was out chasing a new criminal who could take over people with his parasite.
So in this video, Viper, there wasn't really an introduction at all. And I kind of missed it. What about you?
I don't quite understand what he's saying, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm a little bit thrown by what's being said. I'm trying really hard to listen, and it's kind of going over my head. It might be because I don't understand this like lore. Maybe I'm having a little trouble with the accent. But yeah, that was a struggle for me as well. What I'm worried about is that people can see this is a speed paint story video. When people are clicking into these videos, is this the experience they would expect? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I ask this because I'm wondering if the people who are like fans of drawing and they want to see speed art and stuff like that, I'm wondering if the story that you're trying to tell, like if that appeals to everybody in this space. And I literally wouldn't know. I don't know this space too well. So I don't know if like a lot of people are doing something similar where as the drawing is being done, they're not commentating on their technique or their challenges during the art project. It's literally just like a story being told. I've seen music. I've seen that. So this is definitely different from that, but I haven't seen anything like this before. So that is something that I'm not saying I'm concerned about. It's just I would be doing some market research, like, because I like, as someone who's once in a while watch speed paints of some like really impressive things, I don't think this is for me, but I'm already not really the target audience, so I can't really sit here and say whether or not this is like a good or bad choice. But I would be thinking about it. I would be concerned as the creator, is there an audience for this?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yes,
go ahead.
I was funny, guys. There's not somebody in the chat said that we should take these tips and apply it to our own channel. I don't think you've watched our content lately, because we certainly have applied a lot of this stuff to our own content. I mean, Rob has talked about ad nauseum about guiding viewers to another video, which he does very well in the content that we do on the channel. He used to have a whole like branded VidIQ intro screen that he cut a while ago. So we do take our own advice, y'all. We're just not telling you this to tell you this. We've actually applied these things to our videos. So it's out there.
Indeed. So I'm going to go to the next gaming channel now. Thank you for your submission and best of luck to you. We have 323 responses on this now, and I just have it set to 500 today because I didn't feel like fighting the claw with all the number changes. So 264. All right, 264. And we're going to go to Super Videos. They do Let's Plays, and they did post their URL that I will try to capture without messing it up here. Let's see. And it's not found, so we will pick a different gaming channel. All right. 175.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It is SP10 Games. They do meme plus games. That's what the description is. All right. I think this one is going to be very interesting. We only have 6 videos. They started a month ago, and they have 128 subscribers already, which is pretty impressive for only a month. I'm not going to watch the channel trailer because that's just very personal to the homepage. Let's watch their best video from a month ago, Noob Plays Valorant, and see what we can get from this. It's 6 minutes long, 6 minutes, 30 seconds.
All right, welcome back to this brand new video. And in today's video, I'm going to play Valorant. And yeah, I will say one thing. I'm not that good, but you can already tell that from the title. So yeah, let's go.
Time to jump.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I hear you already thinking, what is Valorant? I've never.
Interesting. So interesting turn there. What did you think?
Okay. I have 2 issues with this intro. The first issue was when the video started, he had like an overlay of the menu system, and I felt like that was kind of convoluted. That might not be the best way to start a video. Maybe start a few seconds and then go into the menu, because if you start off with the menu overlay, I was a little confused about what was going on. And my second thing, which is more of a nitpick, is that never tell the viewers that you're not good at the game. Because I don't know about the rest of y'all, but when I'm watching somebody on YouTube, if I'm watching a Let's Play, I'm assuming that you're good at the game. So when you tell the viewer right off the bat that you're not good, you might cause some people to hop off the video. So hold that, just keep that information to yourself. If you're not good, it'll come through when they're watching you play. No, you don't have to let them know. You don't have to tell them that you're not good. Just keep that stuff to yourself.
Yeah, I do think that's important. There's also that kind of slow intro, right? Like, welcome back to the channel. Like, today we're gonna play Valorant, and there was like some excitement in your voice that was kind of lacking for me. And also, you already know the title of the video before you hit record, because you said you could probably guess from the title. I'm not that good. Instead of that, I would have turned that into the gimmick of the video, right? So if you're not good at Valorant, why don't you try something that only really, really good players would try? Or why don't you try to play the game the wrong way? You're going to jump into these matches and you're only going to use melee. We've seen people do that before. You're only going to use melee because you're like, I'm not good, but I do like melee attacks. So you turn it into a challenge. And now your whole title is different. Everything about your video can be different because now you can say like, you know, noob only uses melee in Valorant. You know what I mean? So now there's like an extra layer to it. It's not just someone new. I've been new to games before. Every game I get, I'm a noob, right? Like that's not really a big enough draw. But if you're going to make it into a challenge, that's a little bit different. So the next thing I was going to say is that I got really confused here. You added this chapter. So it's called Fake Start. And then you kind of have like this meme thing going on. Like someone comes on, they're like, hold up, wait a minute. And then it looks like you're doing an ad for another game, but it really is just Valorant. And then you decide to explain what Valorant is for, it looks like a long time. And then we get back into the gameplay. This interruption right here, I'm guessing if you look at the retention for these 97 people, I'm guessing you had a lot of people drop off, and not because you necessarily did a bad job, but because people who are clicking on this probably know what Valorant is. And they didn't click on a video that said, what is Valorant? They clicked on a video about a noob playing Valorant. And the idea, right, is that they know what Valorant is, and it's going to be funny to watch somebody stumble through it. So this was like a retention killer, this chapter, and I would have gotten rid of it completely. And the way that this person kind of came in didn't make a whole lot of sense either. It was abrupt, but not in the way like I would expect this kind of cut to be abrupt. And it's hard to explain it beyond that. It was kind of out of place.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Now, this is their first video, and I know that we're being a little bit extra critical of it. So let's look at, except for their trailer, their latest version of this video, Noob Plays Valorant Replication. I don't know what that is, but it looks like a different video. So let's just watch the first couple seconds of this just to see if anything's changed in the last few weeks.
Right, welcome back to this brand new video. Today's video we are going to play replication. It's basically everyone on the same team is the same character. So let's play. Oh.
Match found.
All right, so that's about 20 seconds. Then they're going to be creating their character, and then they're going to be going into the game itself. Not a lot different. So before you kind of fall into the rhythm of doing the same thing over and over and over again, I would say that you should sit down and kind of work a little bit on learning a little bit more about editing. I would get a little bit better at thumbnails as well. Although you are using custom thumbnails, you are putting some details in here. I think I would just dig a little bit deeper on thumbnails. Take some time to improve on this stuff because you have a really good start here. You have a lot of subscribers for a channel that's just getting started. And I think if you were looking to skip some steps, to skip some headaches, take what we're saying, start applying these tips and ultimately skill up. That's what it's going to be.
Mm-hmm. Also, I don't know how you feel about this, Dan, but as a viewer, I do not want to see you create your character. I just don't. Unless that's the whole premise of the video, then that's another matter entirely. But if you're doing like a let's play like this, I don't want to see you create your character. Have that done before you start the video, please. I don't know how you feel about that, Dan.
Nothing's worse than like going into like a Skyrim video and you know that from the title it's going to be this awesome adventure, but they didn't create their character first.
Oh man.
And so you got to watch them sit there, even if they speed it up, even if they like jump cut around. Like, I just hate character creation screens. I hate character selection screens. Like, start the game. It's just, now that's just our opinion, but ultimately, like, yeah, that was a long chapter for character selection. That was a very long chapter. So I would have cut that down to like 1 second. Like, and I'm going with this character, and just boom, jump into it. Start making the assumption when you're playing older games like Valorant, games that just been around a long time and have a lot of people playing them. Start making the assumption that the people watching your videos know what Valorant is. They know what every game mode is. They know how to play it. And unless it's a new game mode and there's an update, and unless you're making an update video, I wouldn't mention it. If you're interested in like teaching people about Valorant, make a video called Everything You Need to Know About Valorant. And let that be its own video that lives on your channel. And anyone who wants to know about that will find that video. And that could be a good introduction to the rest of the stuff you do.
Mm-hmm.
And then stick to Valorant. That's our other bit of advice, just as a channel audit, with my channel audit hat on. I already see some topic jumping with Fortnite. Try and stick to one game for a bit. Really build yourself up as the authority in one space. And that's going to be a much faster route to growth. All right, let's take a look at the next non-gaming channel. Sorry, I had to reload at some point. Let's go to the claw. And it's number 315 on the non-gaming form. All right, give me 1 second because my headphones are already squeezing the heck out of my head. Perfect. Okay. Short animations is what this channel specializes in. It's Flip a Clip. Or it says Flip a Clip. Sorry, I thought it was the name of the channel. I'm like, wait, I've heard of that. No, it's yarodude, and they've given us an actual video here rather than their channel. So let's check this out. Was there sound in that video?
No.
Okay, because I took my headphones off and I'm like, wait. I have
So I was on
nothing.
Reddit the other day and some
Okay. It just says orange juice, and it literally was like an orange getting squeezed and then juice kind of like filling the screen. The end.
Is there another video we can watch?
Let's see.
Oh.
It looks very similar. They're all under 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
And let's see. It looks like they only have 7 videos.
Interesting. Ooh.
So,
all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, okay, where do I begin with this one? So these videos are so short that it's really hard to even grasp what's going on before the video is over with. And I think you're going to lose a lot of people that way just because they are so short and there's no narration or anything. It's just a clip of some animation, random animation, and it's done. Even in your title, you don't really tell us much about what's going to happen in the video. You just have homework, cannonball, like those are so such generic terms that it's kind of hard for me as a viewer to get behind what you're trying to do. I don't know what you're trying to do with the content. And I think that's your biggest problem in terms of growing this particular channel. What are you doing? What is your objective with the channel? Once you figure that out and you figure out how to relay that in the actual content itself, I think you will be on to something.
Mm-hmm. The fact there's no music or anything is a little bit like off-putting because it's just not usual for videos. So people are like looking to make sure they haven't muted anything. They're checking their headphones, like, and they're already distracted because there's no music. You know, it's almost more distracting than having something there. And maybe this could just be some like charming piano music or something light like that. It really doesn't need to be that crazy. The other thing is too, when you have videos that are this short and have so little going on, I kind of question why you didn't bring these to YouTube Shorts instead, because this just feels like great content for YouTube Shorts. You know, this would loop really well, especially the orange one we watched, and you'd probably get a lot more retention. People who like to see these animations kind of come to life would probably sit there and watch 3 or 4 times, maybe even before realizing they've watched it multiple times. So I kind of feel like you're making YouTube Shorts, but you're putting them in long form content, and it's not going to translate unless these titles get a little bit better, the thumbnails get better, and then they tell more of a story.
Yep.
We're not really getting any kind of story out of these, and so it almost doesn't really justify the long form like this. I've done very short, under 30-second widescreen videos before, but there's usually a little story being told, like a little more context, things like that, but we're just not getting that. This just feels like it should be YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
Without much else to look at, I guess we'll move on to the next channel. There's not a whole lot more we could say, unfortunately, on that one. Why don't we... Oh, yes, gaming channel. All right, I was going to say, why don't we go to the claw? I need more coffee today. That's the problem, Viper. I think I started my day just in the wrong place, and I need more coffee. Luckily, I have a whole big vat right here. 436. I don't think our gaming form is quite up to there yet. So let's go to the last one, 359. The last person who managed to submit their channel. They say they have 100,000 subscribers as their focus. They have 132 right now, but their channel focus is 100,000 subscribers.
That is not what we mean when we ask you all your channel focus.
Correct. We'll talk about that in a minute. Jelly Snip is the channel name. And it looks like you are doing, I see Pet Simulator. So it looks like it might be Roblox or something like that. There's a video that says hashtag shorts, but it's not in vertical. There's a Roblox video here. I'm going to assume you play Roblox, and it also looks like it might not be in English. Let's just kind of watch a little bit of this this latest video here. So I think we kind of already see what's going on. What are you thinking?
I don't know what to think. To be honest with you, I don't know what to think. Again, it's just like the last creator, there's no narration, there's no intro, there's just nothing but like the gameplay. Like, what is the purpose of the gameplay? I mean, the title says Pet Simulator Glitch, so I guess the glitch is, but yeah, as a viewer just watching the video, I don't know what you're trying to do, and the gameplay on the screen doesn't really help it tell whatever story you're trying to tell. So there's just not enough here for me to stay invested in watching this video.
Yeah, it looks like you're trying to show off the pets that you have, but without any text on the screen, any voiceover, anything like that. We're not really sure why we're watching. And then it's not clear that you're going to be showing us a glitch. And we're 16 seconds in. We had to watch a loading screen first, which is not good. You definitely want to cut that out because people will just leave the video. Absolutely. And at no point did you kind of come in and tell us what was going on today. And that's going to be a difficult thing for new viewers who come to your channel looking to see a glitch, and they're getting no context. They're getting no story. They're getting no anything from you. So I'm going to say that for this channel, that's the biggest thing. You want to work on channel focus, as we can see from the videos that we have up right now. Wow. Okay. I didn't click into videos before I was on the homepage. So you've been doing a lot of different stuff. And now with this context, I'm going to say, I feel like you've been doing a lot of the same for a really long time. So like from a month ago, let's see. Again, no real audio going on, not a whole lot there.
Walking around like, what's happening here?
Yeah. So I know we got into channel audit mode here, but this is one of those times where a couple things are happening. On the form, you said that your channel focus was 100,000 subscribers. When we ask you what your channel focus is, what we mean is, what's your channel about? What is your, not, it's good to have goals, but who is the channel for? Maybe that was our fault for not wording the question the right way, but the focus of the channel should be the audience every single time. And that, in that case, who is the audience? Well, it is hopefully people who like Pet Simulator in Roblox and want to learn more about it, want to see all the different pets you're collecting, want to see glitches, cool moments, things like that. That should be the audience you're targeting. That's the majority of your content. I would stop posting the Rubik's Cube videos. Random videos like this are going to take this very small audience that you've built so far and signal to them that you're not really sure where you're going with your channel, and so they have permission to skip some of your videos, and if they do that enough, they don't come back. We don't want to see that happen to you. So definitely be considering those things. You did a live stream. I'm going to skip to the middle of this and see, are you commentating?
Oh boy. It cannot be the whole live stream, Dan.
So they are talking in chat to their viewers.
What?
So instead, I've seen people do this too. So the other thing, and I know this is a difficult pivot for your content, but it's time to like get a microphone. If you're going to be a gaming channel and you want to get 100,000 subscribers and you want to stand out in this community, this very busy community, you have to be willing to put your personality behind your channel. It's just got to happen. And it's tough advice to give because it's a radical change for this channel.
You know what? Dan is the gaming creator expert on VidIQ, so I can't speak too much to the gaming creator because he creates gaming content, but he is absolutely right. The gaming space in and of itself is so saturated with creators that you have to figure out a way to stand out. And just having gameplay be your content is not it. You got to figure out a way to infuse your personality into your content, no matter what it is. So I need you all to figure that out.
It doesn't need to be a microphone. you can definitely do other things. You can use music and sound effects and really good editing to tell a story. Kind of like, think of it as a silent film, the silence being the fact that you're not talking, not that there's no audio at all. So you can have an acted story where the characters are doing certain emotes, and just any person of any language can understand what's going on, because you're kind of doing this like puppeteering of the characters and doing certain things that tell a story without being ever on mic. I've seen people do that successfully. I've also seen people in like in the games that let you build and create and craft and things like that. I've seen people in that niche use blocks of text while they're doing speed builds. And you would think, well, that probably wouldn't work, but I've seen successful creators do it. It's not personally for me. It's a lot of reading, but if done right, it is passable. You can have a channel where you never have a microphone, but every video I've seen that works like that, the video has a point and a purpose. I'm going to build this thing, and the text in the bottom kind of welcomes you. And then it kind of comes up every 30 seconds or so. Like, at this part of the build, I ran out of this item and blah, blah, blah. You know, just some little bits of context, but really why the people are there it's not for the block of text. It's for the amazing creation. But we're missing a lot. We're missing that personality. You have to find your voice, even if you're not going to be on microphone. You have to find your voice in that case on YouTube. So best of luck, and thank you for submitting your channel. I think now is a good time to talk a little bit about something we've been talking about a lot of bit lately, and that's VidIQ Max. And I want to show you something today. We're not going to spend more than a couple minutes on this, because I want to show you something a little bit different. Let me turn off this ticker at the bottom here. These are some stats from BMAC. BMAC is in the VidIQ Max Discord, which is our exclusive Discord for people in our VidIQ Max program. And they very generously shared with us their very private analytics. And I've compiled them into the screenshot to show you that this person, upon joining VidIQ Max, is starting to see their channel completely change. It is super impressive to see. They've gained almost 8,000 subscribers in the period that we're looking at. You can see their revenue going through the roof. They're at $1,200 now. Their watch time is through every single metric that hopefully some of you here are trying to work on for your channels is doing tremendously well for this channel. And I'm sharing this because they are a part of VidIQ Max, and they gave me permission to do so. And I love looking at other people's analytics. So VidIQ Max, like I said, is our group coaching program. And you could be the next person whose stats are on the screen, of course, if you want to share them. And we could be showing off just how crazy fast you're growing from being in our group coaching program. So if you want to learn more, the link is down below. I'm not going to push it any more than that right now. I'm just going to leave that out there. This could be you.
What I will add real quick is that with the VidIQ Max program, not only do you get access to our group coaches, you also have, we also have special guests that come into VidIQ Max and do their own presentation, and they will answer your questions. Sometime in the near future, we're going to have an actual YouTube employee come into VidIQ Max and answer your questions. So it's a little bit more than just VidIQ. We have people from the outside of VidIQ that come in and help out too. So it's definitely a great community to be a part of.
So there you go. The link is down below if you want to learn more about VidIQ Max and take your channel to that next level. Get out of hobby mode, start making some money. And best of luck to all of you, especially big thanks to people in our VidIQ Max program. BMAC did not have to share that with us, and it was super, super awesome that they did. So we're going to pick another channel from our non-gaming forum now. And it's going to be number 91. 91. So we are looking at color grading Fujifilm. That's the focus of the channel. It's fujicinema. So it looks like it's going to be a filmography channel.
Okay. All right.
Interesting. Okay. Let's check out. I kind of want to check out the Stranger Things video.
Okay. Do it.
So you want to recreate the look from the upside down. First, what you want to do is grab a still from the show. Use a color palette node to look at the highlights, midtones, and shadows of the shot. Look at the waveform to see its luminance. Go to your vector scope to see the colors. Now you want to go to your shot, and I'm going to change the aspect ratio to 2.0. Gonna grab a color.
So it's 30 seconds in, and it's a 3-minute video. It's a tutorial on how to recreate the look from Stranger Things, specifically when they're in the upside down. If you are somebody who's looking to get some like trending looks in your content, I feel like this would be very valuable to you. What did you think, Viper?
Okay, so I appreciated that he got into the content ASAP. What I think you might want to add is, instead of starting off with this screen of you doing the editing or whatnot, give us a quick clip of the scene that you are trying to recreate. So that thumbnail that you have with the characters and Stranger Things, either have like a still picture of that as your beginning point, or just play a small clip, maybe 5-second clip from Stranger Things, and then go into how you're going to recreate that look. Because starting off with just this screen right here, it looks kind of complicated, and it might confuse a potential viewer when they're coming into the video. So show them what they're going to get first, and then go into how they're going to get there.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like overwhelming, right? It's just like so much in front of you. You have scopes, you got all kinds of effects, and you have the picture here, but it is very dark. I think it would have been cool if you, in this scene, if you let it play, like Viper said, for like 5 seconds, but there was no sound, but you talked over it. And you said, so you want to recreate this look in Stranger Things using DaVinci Resolve. Well, you're in the right place. Boom. Now we're into the video. You know, you verified everyone's in the right place. And now we're looking at the more complex, like DaVinci Resolve windows. You know, I agree with that completely. That's, yeah, really good call out. I was going to say that in these tutorial videos, I do like when they're short personally, but one thing that I always struggle with, especially with editing tutorials, is when people don't explain why they're doing something. It's kind of the old teach a man to fish adage, right? Like I want to be able to do this myself without having to watch a tutorial every single time. So when you say you're going to change the aspect ratio to 2.0, I want to know why you're doing that.
Change the aspect ratio to 2.0.
Like, and so every time you have a step like that, I feel like as the viewer, you're kind of taking the step for granted, right? Like you know why you're doing that. I don't really, like, if I'm a layman, I don't really understand why this is happening right now. So a quick 1 sentence, because the footage I have is not the same aspect ratio, or something like that, something to like give people a little bit more, because right now you're my teacher, and I can't raise my hand. I'm not in the classroom with you, and I can't ask you this. I can go into the comments and maybe wait a day or so for you to potentially see my comment and answer that question. But, by then I've probably recreated the look I was trying to get. I probably got my value from the video. I'm probably not going to do that. So I think, as an educator on YouTube, you could be giving people a little bit more to try and help them understand the software. Because I'll watch tutorials like this, not necessarily because I want to recreate this look in all my videos, but because I know by watching this tutorial and seeing how you use these effects, I'm going to see multiple ways I can use them. I'm going to start to imagine, like, okay, that was a really interesting effect. I don't need it for an upside down look, but I bet that would work with something else I want to try, So the more context you give people, the more satisfied I think they're going to be watching this video.
Also, you might want to consider, when you're doing things like this, to zoom in on some of the steps that you're taking, so it's easier to see. Because again, most people are watching on a mobile device, and this is going to be pretty difficult to see on a mobile device, to see exactly what you're doing.
Absolutely, yeah. The little bits of text right here. If you're watching on even a tablet, this is going to be really tiny. So you're absolutely right. So there's no, if we look as we scrub through, there is no point in which anything zooms in, it appears. Another thing you could do is look at tutorials that other channels are doing when they use keyboard shortcuts. And I didn't see you reference any, but I'm just saying, another tip here is when they use keyboard shortcuts, they pop the text somewhere in the corner of the screen, like Alt 1, that'll pop up in the screen so people know Alt 1 does this function in Premiere or whatever editing software. So I can tell they know their stuff, and they're a really good teacher. And this look is starting to come together. The deeper we go, now the colors kind of match, and it looks totally different from the footage we started with. You know what you're doing. Like, you're an excellent editor. It's just that, when it comes to teaching, just a little bit more context, I think, would really help people out.
Yeah.
What do you think? Should we look at another one, or should we move on?
I think we should move on, man. I think we hit all the high notes on that one.
All right. I want to look at a gaming channel again, but we're going to do this one a little bit different. So we're over 400 responses on the form. I'm going to go to the claw, and I'm going to see what it thinks we should do first. And it's number 203.
Shout out to Game Riot for just joining VidIQ Max, man. Best of luck to you. Hopefully you do well. You have just joined an amazing community of creators who are trying to do the same thing you are. So enjoy.
As someone who's just joined VidIQ Max, you now have access to a 24-hour Discord that is exclusive to VidIQ Max students, full of creators and our coaches who are answering your questions constantly. So thank you for joining VidIQ Max. Best of luck to you and your YouTube journey. You be sure to join that Discord. You've just unlocked a ton of value. Okay, so we've seen a handful of gaming channels today. I want to do something a little bit different with this one. I want to see if we can approach this from a different angle.
What is this? Is this VidIQ or are we on Wheel of Fortune? What's going on here, Dan? What is this?
It's the wheel of content.
Oh, my Lord. Okay.
We're going to be picking apart a specific bit of this video. We're going to let the wheel decide what our focus should be. We've given a lot of well-rounded advice to gaming channels today. So now I want to go a little bit deeper on a specific area of the videos.
Ooh.
We're going to spin the wheel.
Oh, boy.
I already muted it, but I'm just double muting it because I'm scared. Edits. Okay. So when I put edits on the list, specifically what I meant, because we've been talking about the editing, is like how many cuts are they doing? What are they doing to hold people's attention in that first 30 seconds? And are they using B-roll, things like that? So we're very, very specifically going to be looking at edits. I would say this is the most boring one that could have been chosen because it's going to be very similar to the other ones. But it looks like they're playing Fortnite. And this was, I think, their latest video. So let's go ahead and see what we got.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today, I will be showing you my unreleased pop collection that my friend gave to me. His name is Ace King High Jr. You might have seen him in some of my videos. So he got gifted these by someone else, and then he gave it to me. But we have a very cool device that is very good for trolling, I'd say. The blast radius is the whole silver, by the way.
All right. In terms of edits, what are you noticing?
Nothing. Unless I'm missing it. I didn't see any edit. It's just a straight playthrough. Unless I missed. Did I miss something there?
I think you're right. It was hard to hear for me. Was it hard to hear for you? You have headphones on now. I don't.
No. I heard them perfectly. I just didn't see any editing.
So it didn't feel like a much of an intro at all, which is like, that can be good and bad, depending on what you're explaining, how you're explaining it. But yeah, specifically, like when we talk about edits, we looked at a Minecraft channel a little bit earlier and we saw just how much you can do with your 30-second intro, right? Like they were layering clips on clips on clips. They had text flying around. They had music. They had, zoom effects and all kinds of stuff going on. We feel like the intro of this video, and so far from what I can see, just kind of scrubbing the timeline, there's not a lot of edits. There's no B-roll. There's no like text on the screen. All those like things that gaming channels are doing right now to really like captivate your attention are kind of missing. There's also, you've added the Fall Guys character here in this controller, but I'm not really sure why they're there. They don't make a whole lot of sense to me and they're kind of distracting. So in terms of your editing, I think you could be doing a lot more to help us be excited to watch this video. You're showing off this collection, and why not start the video out like, I've collected blank many things, and today I'm going to show you my vast collection of blah, blah, blahs. And, while you're saying that, that's where you have the B-roll of different things you've collected. Now people are getting excited because they're seeing all these different items and objects and things that you're going to show them. You're giving them a lot to look forward to. You're giving them a lot of teasers.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a bit how the wheel works. We don't use it every time, but we tend to focus on a specific area. We could also go into a lot of different details on your video's intro and production value and things like that. We've been giving a lot of that advice today, so we let the wheel decide for us. Anyway, back to the claw.
The claw.
number 60 for non-gaming channels. And it looks like the focus of this channel is a sports channel.
So before we go to this next channel, I see some comments in the chat about how people are disappointed that their channels are not being audited. And I understand your pain, but what I would tell you, especially if you're a gaming channel, stick around. Because a lot of the advice that we're going to apply to a gaming channel can probably apply to your gaming channel and just all channels in general. So don't just run away because we're not auditing your channel. You can learn a lot from what we're telling other creators about their content as well. So stick around.
We have another hour of this, and we're going through a lot of videos today, it looks like. So you could still be next. But yes, you do see that on our forums, we have 415 people on the non-gaming forum. We have 410 people. It's almost neck and neck on these two forums. Over 800 channels have submitted videos to us today because they're looking for some advice. But we're going to get through a couple dozen today, it looks like. And I am certain that the advice we're giving here will apply to so many of you. So do be taking notes, please. This is a channel that I'm afraid to click on because it looks like they have sports clips that may not be theirs to share, and they have them in YouTube Shorts. And I'm just a bit worried. I'm going to click on one. I might have to mute it depending on what kind of copyrighted materials in there, but I want to see how you're transforming this content. I can't play the audio. So it looks like there is a fight, and then you kind of threw some text on there talking about, I guess, what people are seeing. I know YouTube Shorts lets you use trending music and stuff, so I'm not going to get on you about using the song you use because it is a YouTube short. But is this transformative enough?
It looks like it's a reaction channel to what's going on about the New York Knicks. But I don't know if they're using trending music. I don't know if there's any vocals. Is there any sort of narration in this reaction? If not, then I would think about adding your own voice to the content. But maybe it is. We just haven't listened to it. But can we play another video and see if they actually use their voice at some point or what? Let's see what we got here.
Players on the Knicks made per minute this season.
Okay.
Julius Randle has made $742 per minute in the 2021 to 22 season.
Now, this is cool.
Okay. That's cool, but where did I hear echo? Did you hear echo?
That was I'm not wearing headphones now because they got.
Oh, okay.
That's me. I'm sorry. Here, I'll mute my. I'll keep playing. I'll mute my mic though.
Emmanuel Quickly has made $1,553 per minute this season. Obi Toppin has made $4,471 per minute in the 2021 to 22 season.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah. Sorry about that. That's really cool. Cool. I think this is what Shorts is for. When you're going to be, if you're going to say like my channel is about being a Knicks super fan, like this is the kind of stuff I would expect. If you're going to be using clips and stills from different games, put your voice in them, give them some context. You're using text on the screen. It is a bit small, but you are still using text on the screen. So people who are watching quietly and they're not like, they don't have their headphones in, they're not listening to you talk, can still get the context of what's going on. And you're giving some really interesting data. People like to learn about money and athletes, and think about that. $4,400 per minute during their season. That's nuts. So one by one, like the stakes are getting higher, like the numbers are going up and up and up. And you put this into a YouTube short. No wonder this short had over 1,000 views a day ago. I bet you it's still racking up views. If you're just going to take these clips though, with music, and it's just like basketball moments, I don't know if that's going to be like a good long-term strategy. I think you should stick to more stories like this. Cover more bits of data about these players.
Yep.
How many shots have they missed? How many shots have they taken and or made successfully? Are any of them potentially going to be traded? Like, take everything and like make short, bite-sized, interesting videos. And that stuff does really well in Shorts. I think you're doing a great job. Like I'm glad we looked at another video because I was worried this was just going to be a clip dump channel. We've seen a lot of those in Shorts. And I worry for their future because eventually I don't think you're going to get away with that. But for now, people are doing it just fine. But yeah, I liked that a lot. That was a good example of transformative content, taking something that's not yours, transforming it enough to justify, your re-uploading of it.
Well done.
All right, back to our gaming form with 423 responses. We're going to 403. Someone who very recently submitted. All right. They do PvP builds. Foes. What a PvP build is. This will be interesting. Like little arenas. Okay, so they're doing some streams. But okay, we have. It looks like a video that's accompanying a live stream because the thumbnails are the same. So maybe we'll click on the video.
Hello, welcome to my first Elden Ring build video. This is the Spell Knight, a level 52 character who uses the best mage weapons in the early game. On the build, we have 25 Vigor, 25 Mind, and 11 Endurance. We have 8 Strength and 12 Dexterity to meet the minimum requirements for our sword and staff, 34 Intelligence, which becomes 44 when being buffed from our flask, and Faith and Arcane don't need to.
That'd be 30 seconds.
I need more action. I need more action. That whole 15 seconds of us staring at your character, that's not going to work. I like that you explain what game it is and what you're doing and the attributes of the character, but those static screens are not working. I told you all before, you have literally 30 seconds in your intro to hook a viewer, and a static screen for 15 of those 30 seconds is not going to win you any viewers. So I need more action.
Yeah, I like that you showed the build so we can see clearly like what it is we're looking at. But I would have very, very quickly moved on, like talking about edits like before, I would have moved on to this character like in action. Like let's have you saying exactly what you're saying, but have them fight a monster, like have some stuff going on. And then we get into like the technical side of it. So this is important information. All the stuff on the screen now is how you are justifying saying that this is an overpowered build, and this is all really good. You have this like chapter marker here saying stats, and then I can see later it changes to weapons. You're not using the YouTube chapters, but that might be okay. Just real quick. Okay, you have a lot of information in the description. If you choose to use YouTube chapters, I would research really quickly how to make those. They're very simple, and you can take all these different areas. And people who watch this video, this is a 12-minute video, can skip around, especially if they come back. They're like, oh, I saw this build video, and I just got to remember there's like a certain point in it where they showed the weapons. And if they had the chapter, they'd be very, very quickly able to go back and go to that particular point in the video. So I think chapters would be another thing you should be doing here. Overall, great. I mean, I think the audio quality was good. I think there's a lot of value in this video. Overpowered spellbound or spell knight build gear for PvP/PvE in Elden Ring. I think the title is pretty searchable. You have like an adjective here, like something to really like get people hyped, like overpowered spell knight build guide. I don't know if you, I mean, I guess the thing is like you have OP spell knight build in the thumbnail, so it's kind of repeating the title. I wonder if you could have put PvE/PvP in the thumbnail instead of all this text, and that would have been like the context. You could have made the title a little bit shorter in that way.
Yeah, I would have probably changed the title to Overpowered Spell Knight Elden Ring Build, because then you're hitting on those keywords, and I'm pretty sure Elden Ring Build is a very popular keyword on YouTube. So maybe just a reframing of the word might help you out, get this video some more traction.
Yeah, just a little bit of structuring on your title there. Also, keep in mind, if you are looking at the views from this from June 16th and you're hoping it gets more, this could be, because Elden Ring, I think, is going to be popular for a long time. And this could be a video that is evergreen for this.
We are literally talking about the 2022 game of the year, people. So yeah, Elden Ring can be popular for a long time.
Yeah, it looks like the channel focuses there. I mean, look at this. They got videos with like 30,000 views, but not a ton of videos. It looks like it might take you quite a while to put these together. And that's okay, as long as you're being consistent. It looks like maybe a video a month. You started to experiment with live streams, which is, I think, a really good strategy for you. I know we're just kind of getting into audit mode now, but ultimately I'm very happy with you know, the way you've structured your videos. Very impressed by your description as well.
Somebody's asking in the chat, is a shorter title better? Ideally, yes, because what happens is that if your title is too long, it gets truncated in the search results, and you don't want a viewer to have to click extra to see what your title is. So as short as you can make it be, well, it still makes sense. So don't just shorten it to shorten it. If you're going to shorten the title, make sure it makes sense to the viewer.
There's some good examples right now on the homepage, specifically this Mr. Beast Gaming video. I made 100 players escape an impossible maze. Now, it does not say in Minecraft. It doesn't need to, because everyone can see from the thumbnail, that's Minecraft. That is the stone blocks I recognize, quintessential Minecraft. It's Mr. Beast. He can put his face on anything. It'll sell like hotcakes. No problem. Dead simple thumbnail, super easy to understand. And then the title. I made 100 players escape an impossible maze. It's nice and short while giving a lot of context. So none of it got truncated, meaning when we say truncated, we're talking about this right here. See my cursor, the 3 dots? This title is truncated, and quite a bit. You can see how long it is when the little thing pops up in the bottom there. So that's what you're trying to avoid, because we're not getting the full context from that title. PG-13 movies, after using up their one F word. I mean, fantastic title and thumbnail there. I love the concept of this video. It's a 33-second video. So yes, shorter titles are better, but that doesn't mean using the word Minecraft is a good title. You know, it's not a blanket statement. Shorter titles are better as long as, you know, they give enough context. Trust that viewers, especially of really popular games, know Minecraft when they see it. You don't need to add it to your title. You absolutely don't need to do that. So that's just a quick, I'm glad that question was asked. All right. We're going back to the non-gaming form. We're going to use the claw, but this time I think we may, depending on the channel, maybe bring in the wheel again. So 147 on the non-gaming form.
We need Vanna White in here.
Mr. Truck Mode. Okay. Mr. Truck Mode has a YouTube Shorts channel. So I think we'll look at a short, maybe, and a long video. Let's see what the wheel thinks we should focus on, and if we agree with it. The wheel is spinning, and I don't have any music for this. Bing, intro. We love talking about the intro, so we can do that wheel. We won't worry about that for the short, though, because you don't want your intro to be too long anyway. Let's see. Look at my new Fortnite emote.
My emote Roy also.
I have to mute it. Okay. I'm stopping it here for one big reason. If you're going to repurpose your TikToks for YouTube, you have to download them natively so they don't have this watermark. You got to get them off TikTok without this watermark, or re-upload the original to YouTube Shorts. YouTube has said, I've heard them say this multiple times, if your video has this watermark, you are not eligible. I believe it's for the Shorts Fund, and I believe the implication there is that YouTube itself will slow you down in terms of like how much traction this video could get. They don't like this. They don't like the watermark, and they can see it.
Hey, Dan, put me full screen real quick. Let me illustrate this for y'all. So, imagine my hand is your video, right? If you upload a YouTube short with a TikTok watermark, this is what YouTube is going to do to your video. Bye-bye.
Where'd it go?
Period. Gone. That's it. Don't do it.
That's my advice for your short. I'll stick to that. And then where did the channel go? It's right. That's the full screen layout. Where'd the button go for the thing? There we go. So that's my short advice. Let's check out your vlog. An interesting zoo vlog plus funny moments.
You want? You want?
You got it. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Oh,
you take them off.
yeah. Plug off.
I would fight a prairie dog any day. Any day. He looks like he wants to go. Oh, you're videoing.
You want? You want? You got it. You got it?
All right, 30 seconds in. What do we think?
I mean, I like the content cut and the intro, but the thing about vlogging and vlogs in general is that if they don't provide some type of value to the viewer, then why should the viewer watch it? And I kind of feel like with that intro, you didn't really give us a reason why we should be interested in watching this vlog. Yeah, we know it's a zoo vlog, but did something special happen in the zoo? Was something exciting happen? Did the animal try to jump the barrier and come after you or something? Did you pet an animal? Like, what is the viewer going to get out of your vlog? Just saying a zoo vlog is not enough. You got to be more specific. You have to make it to where there is some inherent value that a viewer will get out of watching your vlog.
I would have liked to see a host. I think that was missing from the video. I like to watch theme park like vlogs in general because I like to see different people's take on things going on, especially in, like Disney parks and stuff. They always go in and check out like new attractions, new merch, new food items. Like they kind of make it a regular thing because they live right next to the parks to like go in there and do these vlogs. And it always starts out with them saying who they are and like where they're at, you know, like that's very important. Like today we're at the San Francisco Zoo, you know, and blah, 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 blah. So we didn't really get, it's like a zoo, it's just a zoo vlog, but we don't know like what you, like Viper said, like there could be more of a purpose to it. And you could sit there and think, well, it's cute animals, you know? So maybe that should have been in the title. Like I saw the cutest animals at blank zoo, whatever the zoo's called. But maybe you're going there and you tried some kind of amazing food that was completely unexpected because you were at a zoo and you just didn't expect there to be like this great cuisine, you know? So I can't believe the menu at blank zoo, you know? And now the thumbnail is different. Now it's like the food and maybe you can see the zoo in the background or something like that. So I guess when you're doing vlogs like this, it really helps to give them a little more of a purpose, you know?
Yep.
Otherwise, this is what you have. You've strung together all this footage. And I do like the pacing of it. I do like just how much you managed to kind of put in here, but it just kind of feels like you had this footage, you were shooting all day and you documented it and you just wanted to put it somewhere. And I just didn't feel like is this the channel? Like, are we going to keep going to different theme parks now? And going back into channel audit mode for a minute, it doesn't seem like that. It looks like mostly this channel is kind of like doing memes and different things like that, which is totally fine. But now the zoo vlog feels really out of place. You know, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have this on the channel. Let me look at one more random short. This one got quite a few views.
Let that sink in. No, I've already checked. There's no one out there. Let that sink in. That's ridiculous. There's no sink out there. Wait, what is that? Well, what do you know? Let that sink in.
So, you know, funny memes, things like that. I think that was good. I think the editing on that one could have been a little bit tighter.
Also, I'm still struggling to understand why his channel is called Mr. Truck Mode. I don't get it.
It's because his TikTok's called Mr. Truck Mode.
But why isn't TikTok called? I don't know. Okay.
The best advice I can offer you for your YouTube Shorts journey is to get rid of that TikTok watermark at all costs.
Yeah, it has to go.
It has to go. And from there, you know, just the general production tips, lighting, tighter edits, things like that. You know, but yeah, awesome to see. I love where you're going with your shorts. I think the long form videos though feel really out of place. If you're going to add them, it's fine, you can, but there should be more context. Like this game should be illegal. We don't really know what game it is. We don't really know why anything should be illegal. The thumbnail is just pointing at a person that says illegal. There's just not. There's just missing that like sauce, you know, that extra bit of like, oh, like that light bulb moment is missing for me. Like, what should be illegal? What is it? You know, where's that action shot of an actual thing happening that should be illegal?
Yep.
All right. Hard to not go into channel audit mode with some of these, but I don't mind. All right, Claw. 475 on the. Oh, I will go to 436 then. Oops. Oh my gosh. 436. Where is this slash coming from? Go away. That's a fitness channel. All right, it is Mr. High Reps. Another shorts channel here primarily, although they are kind of switching between long form and short form, but we're getting content that's like in the same house, which is great in terms of like what you're going to get from short to long and vice versa. Why don't we look at the latest one from a day ago?
Sure. What's going on, guys? Mr. High Reps here. So how many reps is considered high reps? For me, when I'm talking about high reps, I'm talking about 20 to 25 repetitions. That keeps the blood flowing through the muscles and allow you to get those serious pumps, those serious contractions. So go ahead and get at it, try. Let me know what you think. What's going
What'd you think?
I mean, shorts are weird because they're so short. I mean, he told him what the whole point of what he considered high rep. I think the only thing about that, and this is just me nitpicking and being in partly in the fitness, but I think other people will have a different take of what they feel like is high rep. But I mean, he gave us his opinion, so I mean, I guess that's pretty cool. What are your thoughts on this?
That could lead to some comments. If people agree or disagree, that could definitely send them to the comments right away. That could get some engagement, which is great to see. I would have gotten rid of the first part.
No, guys, Mr. High Reps here.
Because people are finding you on the short shelf, they're just swiping through videos. They don't really know what they're getting yet, right? Like, I feel like if this showed up randomly, like I was watching a gaming short and then a short about a dog, and then this popped up and it was like, what's up, Mr. High Reps here? I might just swipe away, even if I'm interested in this content, because you only have my attention for like fractions of a second in general on YouTube. But on YouTube Shorts, there's no thumbnails. The title is really small. And so your pitch in your video is that first couple of seconds, not even. First fractions of seconds. That's your quote unquote thumbnail. So you want to get right to the point. And so if you were to have said, how many reps is a lot of reps? Like, just ask the question as fast as you can. That would have helped people in their minds click like, oh, okay, I see where this video is going. It would have helped even more if instead of you holding your phone, you had some B-roll of you doing some like pull-ups or on a weight bench or something, doing reps, because you're just kind of standing in the woods right now. So it's like, how many reps is a lot of reps? What are we talking about here? It takes you, imagine someone watching a short about a puppy and then getting to this short. Don't let them think too long about what the short's going to be about. So you got to give them some B-roll. Like, having those really strong intros and shorts is so important for getting people to watch the whole way through.
Also, I know we're not doing channel audit, but I gotta say, dude, you need to change your banner. I need your banner to be like a picture of you like curling or doing something fitness related, because that banner is doing nothing for your channel, my dude. Doing nothing.
Yeah, kind of a cool photo. I like the vastness of this view, but it doesn't really do anything for your overall brand. This does, your profile picture, your name is great. But yeah, the channel banner is kind of missing that theming here. If people want to click and learn more, that would be really cool to see. I'm kind of curious to see what a long form video is like.
I was saying the gym in Afghanistan, it was a tent. The tent was about from here to down that way, about, I don't know, 30, 40 feet. But we used to have like 7, 8 fans going in there. It's like 125 degrees outside. So
I think this intro could have done with a little more editing as well.
Yep. Yeah.
The audio is not great because you're not close to the camera anymore. So I think it would really help to have like a better microphone. You could even do this by having, so the person filming might be using their phone. You could have your phone in your hand and you're just literally recording into it, but you're really nice and close. And then later you just sync the audio tracks. And that way you get the really nice high quality audio. So I've seen plenty of videos where people literally hold their phone like this and they use it as a microphone and they don't even care. They're not trying to hide what they're doing. It's just, it's going to sound better.
Yep.
That's one tip. Another tip is when you motion, you had the camera person pan over. What I would have liked to see is like, it's hard to tell in a video like what 30, 40 feet might look like. So if a digital like line had been drawn somewhere here, or maybe it points like, and some text pops up and it's like to the end of this fence or something. That would give us more context. Oh, wow, that's a really big room. But, you know, it's like, oh, 30, 40 feet this way. And it's like, well, I'm not really there with you. I don't know how far this really is. Video makes it really difficult to get that context.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah, I like that they went right into it, like what it's like working out in Afghanistan during the war. And then they just immediately, they're already talking about it. I like that, because if you clicked on it from that title, you're getting right into the content, which is really, really good. But yeah, a little bit more editing, I think, would have gone a long way here. All right. That was Mr. High Reps. Thank you for sharing your channel. And we will hit up the gaming forum once again, which is slowly approaching 500 submissions. But we're going to go to number 118. And everybody crosses their fingers and hopes that they are number 118. And most of you are probably wrong, because it's this channel. Only one of them could have been channel 118. Pickin' Weeds Vintage. This is a gaming channel?
I'm about to say, this does not look like a gaming channel.
What? Okay, the Quadru 118. I went to one. Okay, we're going to come back to Pickin' Weeds Vintage, because I actually really want to see what this channel's about. I apologize. So 118 on the gaming channel. Still hope gaming channels. Sims 4 speed builds. Let's see if maybe they don't use a mic, and I can give a good example of what that would look like. But because speed build channels are where you'll find that the most. Videos weekly. It is V, and they do Sims speed builds. Okay. So ignoring the shorts, I do appreciate that they're doing Sims shorts, and they're doing townie makeovers. So they're doing these like videos where they take a sim and like dress them up a different way. Let's look at this latest video, Family Cottage for 4, the Sims 4 speed build. It's about 20 seconds in. I think you kind of see where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
This text that popped up is exactly what I was talking about earlier. I said, if you're going to do like design gaming videos and stuff, this is what I meant, like a speed build in a game like The Sims. We got a little bit of context here for where the house is like located. I was wondering if more moments of that were going to pop up. And we're not seeing anything kind of pop up as I'm scrubbing through. There's no text coming up on the screen that talks about like the choices you're making, why you're making them, things like that. It is literally just a build. It's all chaptered out. If you want to follow along, you can make something similar. What were your thoughts?
I like the intro. It isn't probably me being nitpicky, but I would just like some narration, or like some voiceover work.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that's not the person's content strategy, but in my opinion, just for me, I would like some narration.
I agree. I am the kind of person who does prefer narration, but I've definitely sat through entire videos like this because I play games like this. I've sat through videos like this that don't have it, and I've been okay, you know, like, because like I'm still getting a lot out of this. Just I play this game, I know what it takes to make all these moves, do all these things, and they're making a lot of really interesting choices, like the build, this cottage living. This looks great, you know, so they're a very talented designer. But yeah, that being said, having a personality on a channel to like latch onto is so powerful, you know? So if you ever were to make videos where you're willing to put your voice behind them, it gives your audience somebody to like root for, you know? It gives them that person. You don't have to put your face on them, like, but having some part of you on this channel, you know, helps build that connection, and that helps people stay on your channel. They return to it more often. Overall, the editing's good. A lot of this is just going to be, you know, them speeding up what probably took a very long time, and you chaptered it out, which is very smart. Very, very smart move. Someone thinking to themselves like, oh, I saw this build once and they did a really good job in the bedroom, but like I can't, what the heck? Like, oh, I found the video. Okay. Oh, perfect. The bedroom is right here. Bedroom 2. That was it. So I think the chapters are really a nice touch.
Yeah. Speaking of chapters, let's have an aside real quick about chapters. So when chapter first came out, I think a lot of creators had the same thought that why would I implement chapters into my content? It gives people the opportunity to skip around my videos and it might lower my retention. But you have to think about it from a viewer perspective. If a viewer goes to your channel and they land on your video and there are chapters there, that indicates to the viewer that you, the creator, care about the viewer's time because you are allowing the viewer the option to go to the specific point in the video that they want to go to if they choose to do so. And maybe there's a part of the video that they want to watch over and over again just to get a better understanding of it. So if you all are having apprehensions about chapters, I would say give it a chance because, again, it makes you that much more enduring to your potential viewers, and it shows that you care about their time because you are including chapters. It's not something that's going to knock off your retention. And hell, it might even increase your retention just because people might be more appreciative of your inclusion of chapters. So don't look so down on chapters because they can really help you out. And they're searchable. They're searchable.
Yes, they can definitely show up in search, especially if you title them the right way. The other thing too is, like I was alluding to a minute ago, if people come back to a video because they like some of your builds and they want to know about a certain room that you did, like it's great for replay value. So you're getting more out of that viewer. You're getting more views, which means they're going to watch another ad. All of that counts in your favor. So chapters, I think, are really helpful. You'll notice, though, I don't know if you know this, Viper, we've stopped using chapters in some of our videos as just a test. We want to see, because people are afraid that it messes up your retention. So, all right, let's take them out of some videos and just see what things look like. Are we going to get better retention? Are people going to be less satisfied with their content? And I've seen a couple people saying that chapters don't work for me. Certain content, sure, chapters don't need to be in every single piece of content you make. But I would say gaming content like this, you may not need it, but this creator is doing a really good job with them. They've found a really good use for the chapters.
Yeah, like Dan said, chapters doesn't make sense for all types of content. There are some types of content that chapters would just be pointless. So don't do that. Only do it if it makes sense for your content.
The last thing I'll say, putting my channel audit hat back on, because I want to leave you with a little bit more advice, because I think we just kind of complimented the crap out of your videos and said maybe if you want to get a microphone, is if you'll notice in your long form catalog, this Family Guy video did really well, and you have the Family Guy house that you've remade and you've put the characters on the thumbnail, and that did really well by comparison to some of your other long form videos. And I think it's that kind of like light bulb moment for the viewer. Like they kind of know exactly what they're going to get. And it's like this trending thing. I don't know if Family Guy is exactly trending, but it's a pop culture reference. So could you maybe perhaps recreate more places and venues from like different shows, movies, things like that? Could you recreate the Avengers campus? Could you recreate the Friends Cafe, the Central Perk Cafe, things like that? That could be interesting. Also, it looks like you may have put yourself in some shorts in the past, so you might not have any kind of anxieties about being on mic. You could try it. There's a lot of really talented designers who play Sims 4 who do speed builds like this, but they commentate over them. And you could just maybe see if that's for you. Maybe you've tried it and we just haven't clicked on one of those videos. But best of luck. I think this is really cool. Very well-rounded Sims channel, 53 subscribers. You've been at it for 9 months. I think this is a really, really good start.
Well done.
All right, Claw. Oh, wait. We already have Pick and Weeds Vintage. That's right. So Pick and Weeds Vintage. Very interesting channel name. Interesting banner. A lot of, it looks like vintage products. Why don't we watch, let's see. I kind of wanted to watch the latest video, but it's about yard work. And I feel like this video is more in line with like the channel name, this vintage stuff we're looking at. So let's start here.
All right.
Hey, Pickers, Mighty Mike, Picking Weeds Vintage. How are you?
Hi there.
That was interesting. That was the first train. It was just the engines, just 2 engines. He was really motoring too. So we just left the thrift store, our favorite that supports animals.
All right, what are you thinking?
Oh no. All right. First off, You really should have edited out that train audio or that train sound, because that is annoying AF. And I'm pretty sure most people will click off of that immediately, especially after the first time. Then you got it on there again. No. And the second thing is that you don't have to intro your channel because people know where they are, because your channel name shows up in the video title and description and all that stuff. So you don't need to tell them what channel we're on. What are you doing in this video? Like, what is the objective of the video? Start with that. You don't need to do an intro. Just start with the objective. What is the viewer going to get from this video today? But that train audio is a major turn off. Oh no.
I think what got me was I wasn't sure when the video was going to start.
Yep.
Because it starts with the sounds of the train. You're holding the camera. I'm clearly inside a car, which is fine, but no one's talking. No one's telling me like what's going on. And that context missing was not easy for me to kind of like sit through. I had that urge to click off the video. And that's what I want to avoid for everybody out there. I don't want people to feel like they want to click off the video. So if you were behind the camera saying like, I'm on my way to the thrift store and like, what the heck is going on? Like if you had been narrating that whole sequence a little bit more, I think that would have helped me, like, as a new viewer, understand like what's going on. I know I'm getting into like a thrifting video based on the title and the thumbnail. So it would have been nice as a new viewer to have that context. But for your regular viewers, I'm sure that was perfectly fine. On the positive side, I love this guy's personality. Like, I think that like I feel like they're very friendly and they're really like something about this person is really engaging to me. I don't know if you felt that.
Yeah. Once I got past the whole train noise.
Yeah. And we got 30 seconds in, and this is about the time where they're kind of explaining what's going on.
And we got some interesting items. I didn't score a huge lot of items, but we did get something I am excited about. I can't wait to go home to look it up. I just had a feeling about it. It's the whole gate. Speaking of trains, not only was it train.
So what's missing here is some B-roll of the haul. It looks like you're speaking in the past tense, which means this is done already, like you already did it. So it feels only right and only natural to have some footage of some of the things that you saw. It doesn't have to be everything. You don't have to give away the whole video, but just a couple, like you digging through some bins, looking at shelves, things like that. Like, because it's kind of boring to watch you just kind of drive a car and talk about this cool thing you just did. And it's like, okay, well, when are we going to get there? And then I see there's a branded intro here of over a minute in. Let's see.
To this edition of Pick and Weeds Vintage.
Oh man! So you told us the channel name in your verbal intro, and then you included a branded intro. Oh, what is happening? What's happening here?
Yeah, we've been kind of trying to steer creators away from using these branded intros. You got us in, like we made it to the first minute or so of the video, and we kind of listened to you talk a while. You were just driving a car the whole time. And then that branded intro plays. It was kind of long, and it's almost an invitation to kind of go to the, like, my next video now. Like it's a reminder that, hey, by the way, you don't need to stay. That's how I look at branded intros, especially when they show up partway through the video and they're kind of too long. Like, you can use it at the end. I like to say, if you have a branded intro and you're really proud of it, save it for the very tail end of your video. Make that like the outro of your video. But what I'm struggling with isn't so much the branded intro. It's also the fact that it took well over a minute to see any kind of like vintage items. And it looks like you're just starting to open boxes now after about 2 minutes.
You don't have a minute to get into the video, you all. You literally have 30 seconds. If you're lucky, you have 30 seconds.
Yeah. And the reason we're on this so much is because retention is so important for helping your videos get spread across YouTube. If YouTube sees that people are watching as close to the end as possible, as close to the end as you can get them to watch, that's going to tell YouTube that this video is satisfying audiences, and I need to continue to test it on more and more people. That's why when Mr. Beast goes to a conference and someone from YouTube or somebody interviews him, the only thing he seems to, talk about the most is retention. It's important to him to get that number, that percentage, that view percentage, as high as humanly possible. And he knows that if he can get it over 60, 70% and even higher, that video is the potential to go viral. So what we don't want is people leaving before they even get to your branded intro, or before they even get to the thing that your video is about, like the thing you're trying to show them on the screen. You know, like there was so much time between you in the car and you holding something from your haul. And that's going to be a problem, I think, for a lot of viewers.
Yep. Retention is so important.
The last thing before we move on is this title. It's just it's a mile long. This is like way too long. I would have said, are these worth anything? I would have had the picture instead of, so, you use that in maybe that's where subconsciously, maybe I got the text from your thumbnail. This is your title, in my opinion, right here. Are these worth anything? And then maybe a little bit more, you could say thrift store haul. Are these worth anything? Thrift store haul. That's the whole title. What treasure did Mighty Mike find is getting cut off. No one's reading it anyway. And it's just bloating your title to a point it doesn't need to be. The thumbnail is no text, and it's you holding one or two of them and like looking confused, like, or maybe there's a price tag on one and you've blurred out it. You see the $sign, but you've blurred out the amount. You know, so now it's like, oh, this person's going to like appraise these items and see if this thrift store haul yielded them any money. Now there's like a challenge element to your video. So title and thumbnail could be doing a lot more for you here as well. And we'll move on to the next gaming channel as picked by The Claw, which is 294. 294. It's going to be Kansas Creative Sports Alliance. They play WWE 2K video games.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Indeed. WWE 2K 2022. Where should we go? Maybe check out the latest one here. Yeah, it's a minute 57 seconds. That's kind of in line. They have a lot of short videos, and it looks like they have some streams. Oh wait, they're playing the game?
Yeah, they're playing.
I was worried they streamed an actual event because the thumbnail just looked like really real.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
What? Oh,
there's more.
Whoa, come on, bro. What the?
Oh, no.
What's happening here? Wow. What?
20 seconds of image after image after image.
Oh,
after
damn.
image.
Damn. Good Lord. I think we can stop right here, Dan. I mean, oh, and not the. Oh, man.
Wait, why stop? We're having so much fun.
Okay. I want to say we should watch another video, but I'm scared we're going to get something similar in the next video. Man. Oh, boy. Wow.
So I don't know. This character creation screen is like confusing too, because I don't know what's. I guess finally we see wrestling, and that happened. Like there was an intro to the wrestling match, and then a minute into this minute and 50-second video. So halfway in, we finally see some wrestling happening.
Oh boy. Yeah.
So that was a lot of branded intros there.
Wow.
I know this because it's your channel name. I know this because it's in the thumbnail and I clicked on the video. I don't know what this is, but maybe if I played the game, I would know. But it's just another logo we don't need.
I played the game and I don't even know what that is. So.
Okay. Then we have you again asking me to subscribe, but no value has been given whatsoever. If I'm a new viewer, I'm definitely not subscribing because I don't know what's going to happen yet. But it's okay. After this, I'm sure the video will start. Oh, but first, please follow me on Twitter. And then also I stream on Twitch.
Oh my goodness.
And then the word before pops up, but I'm kind of confused. I guess. Oh, it's before and after, right? That's probably what. Anyway.
Oh man. Oh God. Wow.
There's no commentary, so we don't really know what's being set up.
Wow.
So this is the case of very specifically, like this is why we use the wheel sometimes, because we've given a lot of this advice today. I would encourage this creator to go back and look at every other gaming channel we've looked at today. Let's look at their outro. The wheel says, "Don't worry, I got you." We should just look and see how they ended the video.
More branding green.
I'm gonna mute it.
Oh no.
Tune into.
Oh no.
Transformations.
Oh dear.
So is this for a lot? It's it's a live stream on Twitch.
Oh no. Oh dear Lord.
Is that maybe it's an ad for their Twitch stream? Maybe that's why it's so weird and so like bloated. Like
yeah, we need to watch another video because that cannot be it. Again. Oh no.
I'm worried about the audio because I don't know if I can use it, but it looks like it's the same in all videos. All these things need to get used before the video can start.
This isn't actually supposed to be a recap show, so I want to see what they do. Is there any vocal, any narration, anything? And what if with the picture in picture? No.
Yeah, this should fill up the whole screen.
Yeah.
I can't I don't know if I can use this.
Okay.
Audio wise.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we're done here. Yeah. You got way too much branded stuff going on, man. Listen, our attention spans are like next to nothing these days on social media. You have 30 seconds, if that, to get people into your video and keep them there. You cannot waste that time with branded stuff. And you definitely do not want to ask people to subscribe to your channel before you provided any value. What you all need to think about is when you get to the point where you ask somebody to subscribe, think to yourself, why should they subscribe to my channel? Have I provided any type of value that will make that person want to come back and watch me again? If you haven't done that, why are you asking them to subscribe to your channel? You've done nothing to make them want to do that. So until you provide some type of value that will make a viewer want to subscribe to your channel, don't ask. Please don't ask. Just provide value first and then ask for them to subscribe after you provide some value. But starting your videos like this with all this branded stuff is a recipe for failure. Just don't do it.
Mm-hmm. I would definitely encourage you to go back through the stream today. We've given a lot of the same tips I'm really tempted to give you right now, but for time's sake, we will go to the next channel via the claw. And I do appreciate everybody who's submitting their channel. I do appreciate that you are going to be subjected to some constructive criticism. We hope it's constructive. We just want to help. And we really appreciate, that sometimes we tell people there's some radical changes that need to be made to your channel moving forward. And genuinely just want to help you. We don't want to see you make the same mistake that I've certainly made as a YouTuber, where I did the same things over and over again. And I had nobody tell me, hey, did you know that if you just changed these few things about your channel, you could actually see some growth?
Mm-hmm.
Saint Righteous was the channel that we selected. It's another YouTube Shorts channel. I love seeing so many Shorts channels. I just love that YouTube Shorts is like taking off the way it is. It's so cool to see. That said, I'm not sure what we're going to get with these because the videos are very the titles are not giving us a lot. So there's a lot of scripture. So I assume you're reading the Bible in some, but then I also saw ghost pepper jack pork skins. So you're reviewing these ghost peppers. And I kind of, I like seeing people bite into spicy stuff. Let's see.
Hey, how y'all doing? About to do a review on the cayenne pepper, extremes, almonds. All right, let's see if they bring in the heat or not.
So, by the way, the reason this is not going to work for YouTube Shorts is because it's over a minute long. And so that's why, it's the proper aspect ratio, but it's not. And they didn't put hashtag shorts, so maybe they weren't expecting it to be. But if you're going to do videos this long, you should really flip your phone and get us the widescreen view. I think the video is starting off with enough context. I just got these. We're going to see if they bring the fire. But the biggest thing we got to work on, Viper, I think you know what I'm going to say, because it's in every video.
The lighting.
The lighting. What happened? I think what it looks like to me is that you have a very, very sheer piece of paper over your camera lens or a screen or something is making this really washed out look. It's weird. It's like you're shooting through a very fine piece of paper. That has got to be looked at. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah, the lighting is just. I mean, it almost feels like we're looking at some 80 content. You got to do something about that.
Yeah. As far as review videos go for like food products, I'd say this is on par in terms of like what you're doing. You're kind of like opening it up.
Also, it seems like he's whimpering. Why is he whimpering? Or is that just me?
He's not. I don't think he's saying anything right now.
Well, in the beginning, it sounded like he was whispering.
Yeah.
So we're getting like the reaction. It looks like it's not going super well. I thought you were going to start freaking out that it was hot.
All right, this reaction is taking way too long, my dude.
Yeah, I guess I would have cut a little bit too. You could have made this into a less than a minute long short, I think, if you were to be very strict with your editing. But yeah, ultimately, like I noticed in especially these later videos, it's almost like the camera's gotten progressively worse as things have gone on your channel. Like the lighting was better, and now for some reason it's just not. I don't know what happened. It's very interesting.
All right, can we watch one more? Because I want to see if he's still whimpering in his other videos.
Let's see.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm going to mute it because now I don't know about this music. But I think just by that, hey, how y'all doing? Like was very quiet.
Yeah. I don't know why you're whimpering, but you need to speak up. It's hard to hear you when you're whimpering. I mean, I can make out what you're saying, but other people might not be so generous to keep listening to you, because the one thing that is more important than anything in video is audio. If your audio is low or not up to par, you're losing people instantly. So you need to speak up.
Yeah. I'd speak up, a little more confidence, a little more excitement. You know, you're on YouTube, you're doing something that you enjoy doing. So really bring people in there. Today I'm trying these and I hope I don't throw up, you know, like just really like start things off. If you're going to do long form content, get us into a 16:9 aspect ratio. Definitely. The 9:16 aspect ratio is great for YouTube Shorts, which you do have a number of here, and that's awesome for you. But when you're not shooting an under 1 minute long video, you should absolutely turn your phone.
Literally, just turn it sideways, you all.
Turn it sideways and shoot your video in a wider aspect ratio. So people, depending on where they're watching YouTube, they have the best experience possible.
Yep.
All right. We have another gaming channel up next. 485 submissions on the forum. And the claw says we should go to 414. So someone relatively recent here.
414.
All right. Minecraft tutorials. Perfect. So a Minecraft education channel. Let's see what we got here. P1G. They're about to hit 1,000 subscribers. And destroying my PC with Minecraft. How to get Minecraft Java for free. How to build like a Minecraft Pro. Let's go with this one.
Damn, Zeus, you too cold, bro.
Sorry, I had to mute it because the copyright music. But first, I want to tell you that we are so close to 1K.
No.
So 24 seconds in, you kind of got our interest because you're showing us like something really cool. Like I can build bridges like a fiend. Look at me go. But before I show you how to do that, you got to subscribe to my channel. And this is what we're talking about. Like you didn't really give people that extra bit of value, right? Like you showed us that you have the skill, but you haven't shown us how we can also have the skill. So save the subscribe plug for the end. Subscribers on YouTube, this is going to sound controversial coming from a YouTube education channel. They don't really matter. at the end of the day, they don't really matter. It's about your audience. It's about your returning viewers, who's watching you lately. Subscribers, we all love to see that number go up, but it is a vanity metric. It's not, yes, ask for subscribers, but it is not worth this. It is not worth letting me decide, nah, you know what? I'm good. Because I'm 24 seconds into the video and it's just the subscribe begathon that starts. And so many channels today have done this, and we would like to see that not happen as often, because it's another reminder that I can click off this video now if I want to.
You know, it's kind of funny. I've been observing the chat all day, and I see y'all poking fun of me of my critique of some of these videos, but you all have to realize I'm here to help y'all. But the viewer is not going to be in kind of me, or the viewer is not going to stick around and give you constructive criticism. The viewer is going to be gone. What I'm trying to do is keep the viewer from leaving your video. So if I sound a little nitpicky or I react a certain way, just think that's how the viewer probably reacted to your content. At least Viper's going to tell you, all right, don't do that, do this better, or try this. The viewer's not going to stick around to tell you any of that. They're gone. So what I'm trying to do, what Dan's trying to do, we're trying to keep people on your channel. That's what we're trying to do here.
That is the goal. I want to look at your latest video since it is a little bit different, and we'll see. So it looks like it's just going to be music and some text. Text is nice and big. I would have cut this part, though, about the loading screen, loading into Hive. And then, okay, well, it's part of the story you're telling, so maybe not. Hard to see what's going on there. I think what would help, still, I know I've been saying this a lot with gaming channels today. I really want to hear somebody. The text is big, but there's a lot of words. I'm struggling to appreciate all the effects you're doing to the video, because you're showing me something that went wrong, but under it is a bunch of text, and I can't look at both things at the same time. I can read the text, or I can see the file you're downloading is corrupt. I can't do both of those, and the clip wasn't long enough for me to do both of those.
So back about 10 years ago or so, I used to watch Kung Fu movies that were in another language. But if I wanted to understand what was going on, I had to read the subtitles. And I did that for a short time, but eventually I got tired of reading all the time. So I kind of strayed away from those movies because they weren't in natural English language. They were usually in Japanese or Chinese. And I just rather watch movies that I don't have to read the whole movie. I want to know what they're saying with my ears. And the same can be said of YouTube content. If a viewer has to, actually, no, let me put it this way. If a viewer has to work to enjoy your content, they're not going to work. They're gone. They're going to the next video. Because again, what you all have to realize is that there are so many other creators and so many other videos on the platform that somebody else could be watching besides your content. Don't make the viewer work extra to enjoy your content. Make it as easy for the viewer to enjoy your content as humanly possible.
What if I don't want to show my voice? In this case, and I know there's a lot of you out there, show, don't tell. And the best way to confirm that you have a video that doesn't require reading is to make videos that could be enjoyed regardless of language. I know that's easier said than done, but you can do it. You can absolutely make videos where you're showing enough on the screen to where people are looking at it and they see what's going on, but they don't have to read, because the story is unfolding in front of them. You have the silent film, you have timed music and sound effects and things like that for that extra bit of context. If you can't tell stories like that, if you can't achieve that, and you're finding yourself putting block of text after block of text and making the viewer do so much work, I'm not saying you're doing a bad job. I'm not saying this creator's doing bad. They're actually, the edits they're doing are great. The problem is it's too much. And I know, as a viewer of Minecraft videos, I know I can get this content from a lot of other sources, except they will talk. And I won't have to think as hard. I won't have to read as much. I won't have to work as hard to enjoy their content. That's the key. You can absolutely be a voiceless channel and be a faceless channel, but if you're going to do that, you have a huge challenge ahead of you. Can your videos then be enjoyed by people who don't speak English or whatever native language you speak? And if the answer is no, except you're not going to put a lot of text on the screen, just the bare minimum, that's fine too. Maybe you can get by with that. I've said this earlier today. I've seen plenty of channels use text effectively, but the examples we've seen today, it's just there hasn't been a lot, and we've seen a lot of gaming channels, especially, stray away from using text, or stray away from using voice, and just try and rely solely on text. It's very, very, very difficult.
Yep.
All right. Hey, I'm Dam. They're doing shorts. They have 58,000 subscribers on gaming channel, or is it? Let's see. They were on our non-gaming forum. They said they're not a gaming channel. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. If you're a gaming channel, though, we're not gonna honor this. I'm seeing gameplay.
Hasn't decreased. Hello, and here's some shower thoughts. If someone says they're cooler than you, then that makes you hotter than them. What if your dog one day just randomly said nobody is going to believe you and never spoke again? Now come to think about it, does anybody actually remember the last few seconds before they go to sleep? Only 1 out of 200 people can type silly sausage slammer with their eyes closed. Even though up and down are opposites, the phrases I'm up for it and I'm down for it mean the same thing.
Okay, so not a gaming channel. Gaming is just like the background, so there's something on the screen. Interesting.
Yeah. So my first thing is, I don't know if it's really necessary for you to have text throughout the entire short. Because
I think it is.
Oh, you think it is?
I think it's, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we might disagree here, but it's because people don't like use audio all the time. This has become the trend. I personally like listening to shorts. So the text, I always found it to be eye roll, but as somebody who's had to I've hired people to make shorts for me, and this is the trend now. But sorry.
Oh, I'm okay with some text and a little. I'm okay with a little text, but just throughout the entire short, YouTube auto caption videos automatically. So I don't. That's almost like redundancy, in my opinion. I know you have to enable an auto caption, but they're there.
Are they there on shorts? And I'm asking genuinely. I don't know. I've never bothered to look.
I would think so, but I haven't really checked.
I have the comments, likes, and dislikes, and shares.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah, it's
check
a trend.
Hit the 3 dots there up there. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind then. So they got captions throughout. It's because a lot of people watch this without having their audio up.
Okay.
But I would generally agree with, as from a production standpoint, I've always found it why are we doing this now? And I've had to learn I get it, what else though?
Oh, he said they have caption for shorts on mobile. I guess not on the top. Okay. Well, I mean, they're not readily
that's
apparent.
Really why? I can get captions on shorts on mobile.
I know this is not a channel audit, but why do you have to subscribe in your banner? Why? You definitely have to tell me what I'm going to get on your channel, not to subscribe. Because once again, I'm going to repeat myself. Why should I subscribe to your channel? If you haven't answered that yet, then we have nothing to talk about. So take that word out of your banner and give us a reason to subscribe to the channel.
There are captions on mobile. You can literally turn them on.
Oh, okay.
Unbelievable. Why is that not on desktop? That's so backward.
Dan, we going back to the caption show. I don't know, Dan. I don't know.
Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, channel banner not telling us much about the channel. I think it was confusing. I thought it was a gaming channel because of the game in the background, Minecraft it looked like, but I do like where you're going with these. Some of these have over 2 million views. You're really wow. Apparently we've seen these before too on this account. I would say you probably don't need our help. Ultimately, I think you're doing a great job in terms of what we could offer you with video reviews. You're uploading daily. You have interesting content. I was kind of finding myself chuckling a little bit at some of the shower thoughts in that video. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I think you're good.
I was hoping that would be a good example to end on, and I think it was.
Yeah. So everything that we've done between yesterday and today, you all, is a small fraction of what you get in VidIQ Max. And again, we've highlighted that VidIQ Max is our group coaching program that we have 3 excellent coaches that will do presentations, they'll answer your questions. But not only that, you get access to an exclusive VidIQ Max Discord server where everybody there is trying to do the same thing that you're doing, and they're all helping each other out. They're answering questions, they're giving tips and tricks to each other, and you have access to our coaches 24/7. Not to mention that we have special guests that come in there and make presentations for the VidIQ Max members every now and then. Again, at some point, we're going to have an actual YouTube employee coming in there and giving a presentation and answering questions and things like that. So there's a lot of value to be had in VidIQ Max, and I think you should try it out.
This is from one of our Max members. They've been seeing some very recent success since joining Max. They shared it with us, and I'm sharing it with you. This is BMac. They're in the VidIQ Max Discord. And shout out to them for sharing these awesome stats, and congrats. You know, in this time frame, they were getting close to 1 million views, almost 900,000.
Whew. I mean, serious growth right there.
That's VidIQ Max for you, man. You can't, once you're in, you're unstoppable, or you can be. So thank you, everybody. It's been awesome. It's been awesome seeing your channels. Super awesome of you to submit them, and we do hope that we were helpful to you. We hope that your next videos get way more views than the ones you have on your channel currently.
Again, man, I'm not trying to be harsh to be harsh. I'm being critical so you all can grow your channel. That's why I'm here. Like, that's literally why I'm here. I'm here to help you grow. So, hey.
All right.
Grow.
See you next time, everybody.